The gentleman from Hanover, Mr. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a point of personal privilege.
Gentleman may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, today I have the honor of continuing the tradition of honoring the contributions of African-American Virginians this month of Black History Month in February. The wonderful thing about representing parts of Virginia is that many of us can lay claim to the mantra, the most historic district in the Commonwealth. I would say that the 97th could lay claim to that, in that we are the birthplace of Patrick Henry. We are the birthplace of the successful struggle for religious freedom. We are also the site of Gaines's Mill and the Battle of Cold Harbor, which were Robert E. Lee's first and last victories, and many other noteworthy Virginians, including the First Lady, Martha Washington. Now, these are all great figures, and these are great places or places of significance. I think sometimes when we think of history, we often overlook those lesser-known figures, those people that aren't in the SOLs that we are now reforming. There are people who have tremendous impacts in our communities and have had tremendous impacts in our communities over time that are just not known to us or are top of mind. So I'd like to commend your attention to one such individual from New Kent County, a man by the name of James Lafayette. James Lafayette was born in slavery in 1748 on William Armistead's New Kent County farm. With his permission, he volunteered with American forces under the Marquis de Lafayette in 1781. Cornwallis had rampaged and ravaged parts of Virginia and began to move to occupy Yorktown, and Lafayette began sending spies behind those British lines. He performed his service as a spy admirably. His work as a master spy helped keep enemy troops' advance in check and was instrumental in setting the stage for George Washington's victory at Yorktown. After the British surrender, Cornwallis visited General Lafayette's headquarters, where he saw James, who he thought was his spy, wearing an American uniform. In 1784, Lafayette wrote a testimonial to the Virginia Legislature praising James and requesting that he be granted his freedom. James received his freedom in 1787 and took Lafayette as his surname. James Armistead Lafayette became a farmer in New Kent County, where he continued to live with his wife and children. In 1818, James Lafayette applied for assistance from the Virginia Legislature and was awarded an annual pension for his service to the American cause during the Revolutionary War. 6 years later, in 1824, the aging Marquis toured America for the last time, and many of you know the bust in the rotunda that commemorates that visit and his status as a Virginia citizen. While in Richmond, he met with his old comrade, James, then 76 years old. During this visit, James Lafayette, dressed in a military coat, sat for his portrait, which now hangs at the Valentine Richmond History Center. James Lafayette died in 1830. So, Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, needless to say, like many lesser-known figures in American history, James Lafayette is a man worth commemorating, worth noting, and worth thanking for his service to what is now a very great country. Thank you very much.